Hello, Highlanders. My name is Isaiah Specs. I am the NCAA intern here in the athletics department, and I am also the men's assistant basketball coach here at Houghton College. So I have the pleasure of interviewing a few of our cross-country athletes here on campus. So if you don't mind, just kind of introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from, and your year, anything that you want to tell us.
Yeah, my name is Beckhorn. I'm from Addison, New York, and I'm a senior on the cross-country team.
My name is Rachel Domaracki. I'm from Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, and I'm a junior on the cross-country team.
Okay. So to start off a little bit, I'd like y'all to just kind of tell us and whoever's watching about what's happened so far this season. Y'all already a few weeks into the season. You've had a few meets. Tell us what's happened so far.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago we just had our Highlander short course, which is just a 5K, and Coach wanted us to really just go out like controlled in the first 2 laps, and then really hit it hard the last 3 just to fire up the engines and kind of get into racing groove. And yesterday for the men's we had our first 8K, which that was kind of the same deal, but we went out more controlled. And we really just wanted to stay controlled and then just finish the last mile really hard, just to like fire up the engines and just be able to get in a racing atmosphere and feel like we're racing a little bit.
Yeah, for the women it was like a similar deal. We started off with like a nice fun like 4K at our home course, and that was really cool. We started controlled for the first lap and then kind of picked it up from there. And then yesterday's race was more controlled and then finished strong.
For sure. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So now that you're, into what I would say is the second, third leg of your season, what's coming up? What are your goals for the season? What are you kind of looking forward to?
We head over to University of Rochester for a little bit bigger meet. There's going to be a lot more teams, a lot more people just in our races, and we're looking just to do a little bit more controlled but more faster pace just throughout the whole 8K or 6K. Next after that we have like a week's break, and then we head right into like pre-regionals, which is at Geneseo, and that's going to be a super exciting course because everybody from the region is going to be attending. So just a lot of great racing atmosphere. Hopefully a beautiful day, and we're just going to be able to rip it and just see lay a lot of things on the table, and just be able to see where we stand within the E8s against our competition.
And if y'all don't mind, so a lot of people kind of don't know how cross country works because you're running by yourself literally, but you compete as a team. So for those people who don't know how cross country necessarily works, how you compete as yourself and as a team, could you just kind of give us a rundown of how it works a little bit?
So basically you're running as an individual and you'll place as an individual, however you place among your own team and the other teams, and the top 5 runners will score points for the team, and potentially the 6th and 7th as alternates. So it's a lot of teamwork in the sense that you train together, and then there's a lot of pack running, so that helps influence how you finish overall on your own team and other teams.
Sure, for sure. And I hear y'all talking a lot about strategy, stuff that I never knew was, involved in running. I just kind of see it and try to avoid it as much as I can. So, but one thing I'd like to ask is, because I see all y'all running, but the other thing I see is Coach Pat Hager out there running on the bike in the rain. No matter what it is, he's always working out. So what is it like, running for or having somebody like that as your coach?
Yeah, it's really amazing, honestly. Just being here the past few years, being a part of his team, he's really disciplined, and he's really just a great guy. First, when I came in as a freshman, I really enjoyed how he was able to create a family atmosphere, and was able to take any athlete from any like time range, whether it was like good, mediocre, or bad, and just be able to develop them throughout the years, and really just create mental toughness, tenacity, and just be able to create great and better athletes on the field and off the field.
Yeah, and I agree completely with, like, it's really cool to have a coach that you can tell is like so passionate about running and being dedicated to the sport. But like then you can also really tell that like he's not excited only for like his own fitness, but he's also like really excited for like his athletes. And when you're reaching your goals, you can tell that he's getting really excited and hyped up for his team too.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So both of you speak so highly of, you know, your program and your coach, your teammates. So I guess a question I'd like to know is, personally, what is your favorite memory, you know, in your time here with the Houghton cross country team? What, if you can think of one, if you could narrow it down to one, what would it be?
Favorite, there's a lot of them. It's really hard just looking back at the past few years, but I just really enjoy, like, when we all race well after the meet. It's just great, like, vibes all around, and we come in together, we do a little prayer as a whole team, like guys and girls, and we just are there for each other, and there's just so much like awesomeness, I guess. Lack of words, but yeah, it's just great to be in like a family atmosphere just at the end of the race, and just you just know like everybody has each other's backs, and like it's one of the most amazing feelings.
For sure, that's awesome. What about you, Rachel? If you can have one memory.
There's a lot of great memories, but I think like some of my favorite memories are like some of like the long runs with the team where like you just get talking and like running at a good pace, and it's just a bunch of fun with your teammates. A lot of good energy.
For sure. This is actually a question that I didn't tell y'all beforehand. I just thought of it right now because I think about this all the time. I feel like everybody in, you know, Houghton, they run no matter what the weather is, if they're going to run. So for you, what is your favorite weather to run in? Describe it if it had to be the perfect day to run.
The perfect weather for me probably would be between like 47, 55 degrees.
Okay.
Nice chilly day, and I can just like go out there, not really windy. That'd be my prime day.
Okay.
For me, it'd probably be maybe a little bit warmer than what Dylan's describing. But I don't know. I actually am one of the crazy people who like kind of likes rain runs.
Oh, okay.
I would rather it not be like pouring on me.
That's better y'all than me. I don't like my clothes being wet. I coach basketball. I like inside sports. You know, it's the same all the time. But I think that's really cool. Next question. Most of these are just for my curiosity at this point now that I got y'all here. But what's the longest you've run in one run? Longest distance you've run?
So my longest run was this past summer. It was 14 miles. I went out for a long run, and I just wanted like 13, but there's a cool like trail, so I was like, I'll just explore it for a little bit, and then ended up being 14.
Okay.
My longest is probably like half marathon distance, so 13.1.
Okay. No, that's wild. That's crazy. I can't even. We're on an indoor track, and I don't think I can get 4 laps in here. But so I guess my last question, and kind of the deeper thing, to give you an opportunity to speak to those who would come after you. If you had an opportunity to talk to any recruits who could be watching this, or you know that you may see, what would be your selling point to, you know, get them to think about coming to Houghton as serious as possible because of what it's done for you? What would you tell them?
Yeah, so I'd probably tell them that when you join the team, you're going to get great coaching, you're going to become part of a family, and and then Houghton's just an amazing like place to be in general, academic wise. And when you enter the team, you're not only going to see your performance go up, but you're also going to see and create deeper bonds between your teammates and your friends you make along the way.
What about you, Rachel?
Yeah, I'd say that a big selling point is like the team and like the family you get when you run here, because like you make friends that like you share memories with on and off the course, and for me that has just been such a big reason why I love running here. What makes it so great.
For sure. Well, thank y'all so much for taking the time out on a Sunday to come interview with me, but also to talk about your experience. So going forward, this is something that I like to do a lot more. If there's anybody that y'all would like to see interviewed, anybody that has a season coming up or a special game or anything, let's sit down, let's talk about it, and go Highlanders.